Can I just drop one of the America and then walk out?
Hey guys in the back, what's up? Y'all good?
Good.
Well, Greg, I know you were looking a little higher up the rankings, man. You wanted, to get a ranked opponent in this one. That didn't come to fruition. What was your reaction in the matchup?
Be humble. Be humble. Sometimes you don't get what you want, and to throw a tantrum would be out of character. So I just decided to listen to my coaches, who got me here, and just heed the words of my agents and take the ring time. It's time for me to get in the ring, show some skills, make some right decisions, move towards dominating in the top 15, not just competing or fighting in the top 15.
Were you able to have that reaction right away, or were there moments where you were like, "What are they doing with me?"
I was super pissed. I mean, it was a 5-minute situation, but yeah, no. Off the rap, I was just like, all right, here we go again. So he's gonna be a can as soon as I'm done. And then they're gonna be mad at me again. I go through this process, but then I was just like, but why? Let's just think about it. Like before I go pick up the phone and get crazy, let's just think about why. Like, this is what got you here. Be consistent. This is a process. Always readjusting, reassessing, not slipping back in the old ways. So
it's funny what you said there. So, like, going in, he's an undefeated contender. Going out, he's a can. Is that the way?
He's a can. He was trash. He's terrible. Even though his record's way bigger. He's fought 100 times. He's still worse than you. Blah, blah, blah. You know how that goes. There's no win for me until I fight for the belt, which is coming.
What's it like being in Boston? You've been here plenty of times in the NFL. How does the emotions feel this week?
It's so much cooler than being in the NFL, bro. I'm here all week. I get to be all in the ambiance. I've ran around Cambridge, got my mileage in around the lake. I actually got to be a part of the city. And it kind of just it adds to the effect. Like the build up for the fight for the fighter. You don't just fly in on the weekend, sat Tom Brady a couple times and dip out.
Right.
Yeah. You're saying that you accepted this lower ranked guy, but you still want that bigger name. After this, should you win, are you going to have to say like, "Listen, I'm sorry, it's time for me to fight up those rankings"?
Not at all, man. Because in finding that peace in my violence and finding that perspective, I realized what I've been saying all along. I'm about to fight everybody, guys. We got nothing but time. Anybody that wants it can get it 4 times this year. And shout out to the greatest boss on the planet, Dana White, is the man. Please let me fight again in December. I want to do it 5 times. Y'all love me. I love y'all. Like,
In Vegas?
you called it. You said it. I didn't say it. Say in Vegas. Whatever. I'm down. I'll show up.
10% of that, right?
Quick, hey, knockout bonus, right? I got you. That's a deal.
Are you hoping to be on the pay-per-view card, or do you like playing on the ESPN cards? Like, because this is your third, I think, ESPN, not ESPN Plus, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so. I'm not really keeping track. Well, yeah, man. When you're on one of the best when you're on the best network on TV, bro, how can you really complain, dude? It was FX and there was a bunch of other places, and now I'm on where I was just playing before. I didn't skip a beat.
So fighting
I'm down.
Fighting on a pay-per-view card, like, is that anything you look forward to?
I still actually don't really understand what that means.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm still kind of relatively new, so.
You're basically behind a paywall. Like, someone
Who?
has to pay $40 to watch the last 5 fights.
You don't have to pay now?
Well, you just pay for watch it on ESPN. As opposed to you go to ESPN Plus, you pay $50.
Do I get paid during pay-per-view?
I don't think if you're not a champion.
Oh, no. Yeah. Well, I don't care then. I'm here to get paid and knock people out, dude.
You talk about wanting those matchups, the higher ranked matchups. We've had plenty of people call you out. Have you ever thought about dropping a call out yourself?
Who called me out? You talking about Derek Lewis and all these other guys?
Yeah. I believe Todd Duffy was one of them, too.
Who?
Todd Duffy. He has a 7-second knockout. One of his
Homeboy that don't got the record no more because ATT took that from him. Shout out Masvi Doll. You know what? At the end of the day, dude, it's about being prepared. Like, you guys don't want to, most of you guys want to see me get knocked out, and I still love you. But the fans, they don't want to see somebody in there just clowning around getting knocked out. Like, that would be disrespectful to the sport. And I don't know if you guys remember my whole point and objective in this takeover, so we'll call it, is to earn it. To show you that I was meant to be here. To show you that I didn't take it. It's not a CM Punk. I earned it. I paid every single due. I went through the circuit as an amateur. I fought my way up on the Contender Series like everybody else has to. I've defended my position as a UFC fighter like everybody else does with regular opponents. Because who the hell walks in and fights Derek Lewis? You know what I mean? And now that I'm, getting my medal, I'm clashing with the middle class of the UFC. I'm starting to develop, and when it comes to a point where I can, handle myself in the ring, be professional, put on a show, that's when we're going to go to the top. And it's not going to stop. It's going to be the same scale as this. It's going to be every 2 months. I'm going to knock out Derek, knock out Ngannou, knock out Stipe. It's just going to be, I might submit somebody. You don't know. I got a new BJJ coach. Shout out Devin McMultry. But you get my point. Like, it's not going to stop, And we all know I live in the gym. So the work is just going to continue,
Speaking of the gym, American Top Team, big topic right now is this whole Colby Covington rift with the team. Does that impact you at all? Just, because I know you're friends with everyone at the gym. Like, how has that impacted you?
Perfectly fine with it, brother.
Do you talk to Colby at all? Like, I know it's
Kobe's my guy, dude. And
Yeah.
Masvidal's my guy. And I don't really talk to the Diamond that much, but I support him and he's my teammate,
Yeah.
And
How's that been, though? Because you're friends with both guys, and that probably puts you in a difficult situation at times, just because, there's obviously some bad blood there.
I think a difficult situation would be being on the bottom when a big heavyweight's on top of you. This is just going to work. It's somebody being mad that the coffee mug is, the coffee pot's not filled. Like, you left the coffee overnight. This is a small thing, dude. These guys are professionals. They come to work every single day. We're racking 6 figures. Like John Jones just said on one of his posts, we're making money out here because we are the best. We work harder than anybody else. And you, 3 guys, the Diamond, Masvidal, Colby Covington, what's their MO, man? They're always in the gym. They're always fighting. They're always putting in more work than everybody else. To question these guys and their motives and how they act in the gym is the same thing as questioning me and my athletic prowess. It's a
Greg.
joke.
Sorry,
No,
Greg.
please.
You're a huge name. Everyone has an opinion about you. There's one camp that says, unbelievable elite athlete, could be a champion one day, and they want to see you succeed. There's another camp that never wanted to give you a shot from the very beginning. It says, hey, he's had some run-ins with the law. He doesn't deserve it. It's a privilege to fight in the UFC. Can you convert those people over to give you a second chance? And if so, how do you do that?
I say this. If we're going to implement a rule that anybody that's had trouble with the law can't fight, I'm down. I'll quit. If we're going to implement a rule that anybody that's been in trouble can't fight, I'll quit. It's not going to happen, man. It's not the reality of things. We're human. 100% of us are flawed. So I approach this like any situation in life. I got to keep moving forward and appeasing the people that are supporting me, man. There's too many people in this world that want to see me win. And I might get knocked out, man. So you got to buy a ticket to find out either way. So tune in. Please keep rooting against me. I love you for rooting against me because it lines my boss's pockets.
When you say finding peace in the violence, it's something that's kind of like your mantra since you got into this.
I found peace in the violence.
Is that something you had while you were playing football as well, or is it something you learned along the way, and how did that kind of come into your life?
That's a complex answer, man. Initially in football, I had it, but it was a different way. It wasn't peace and violence. I was home in destruction. I was a darker soul, man. I was the Kraken. I was the devil's pet. It consumed me in a different way. And coming to MMA and having to temper myself, being around the most dangerous people in the world while actually seeing these guys be humble and approach life in a way that I've never even thought about was eye-opening. So I had to adjust my perspective to survive. I had to adjust my perspective to continue to gain. And in that, I found peace in the violence. I found something that I had never had in football, the ability to weather any storm and continue, on my own path, my own way, because I'm righteous, because I support my team, because it's my family. It's about what I'm in my journey and accepting people and their opinions about my journey.
How refreshing is that for you? Because a lot of people search for that and can't find it. You obviously found it. How refreshing is that for you?
Feels good, man. And I feel like, it's the only way to survive. Because hatred, man, all this hatred in the world, all this trash talk and all this evil, man, it kills you inside. Our star player is something we have to nurture with love and acceptance, whether it's good or bad, because life's this, man. It's not this. So there's going to be ups and downs. But if you can't balance it, you can't progress. And if I can't progress, I'm the one getting knocked out.
Where do you get your positivity from? You reference a lot, finding a way to take a lot of these situations and to putting a positive spin on that. Is there someone in particular that's influenced you to be that way, or do you read a lot of books? Like, where does this come from?
Despite this guy, other than this guy, you guys,
Yeah.
you beat me down so much. You've hurt me in so many ways. You've tried to paint me in so many ways that I am not. And when you're at the bottom, dude, and everything's in pieces, you have to realize there's nobody to blame. There's no faults to be had. I made every single decision. Good, bad, or indifferent. Whether you think something happened or I think something happened, whatever really happened, I made those decisions. No matter what it was, it's my choice. And when you start to accept stuff like that, man, it becomes easy. The blame's not on you guys. Y'all are doing your job, man. Just like I'm doing my job.
Was it always as easy for you?
No. I was super angry. I don't know if you guys ever watch YouTube. I hope you would have came in here, no comment, next question. No comment, next question. No comment, next question. But it's just that's like me, the other Juan Adams blaming me for him having a concussion. Like he signed a contract. Like it's at the end of the day, like I was telling him, like we knock each other out and then come shake hands, dude. That's the ultimate level of freaking humanity, dude. That's crazy. People are 1 second, please. People are fighting out here for scuffing your shoes, man. People are getting killed out here for being in their house, doing what they're supposed to be doing by their rights, dude. Like this is a crazy place. Anytime and any place where you can shake a man's hand after going to war, it's a beautiful thing, bro. And you start to see, like he was saying, like I was telling him, that you start to see that peace in the violence. You start to see a new place where you can grow. And once you develop, it's a drug, dude. It's like getting better every day. It's like you guys getting better at your job. You want to go seek seminars. You want to go seek how to figure it out. So that's the process. Please, I apologize. No, it's my fault.
Do you remember the moment for you when that sort of changed? Do you remember when you decided, like, man, I just got to pick up these pieces. I got to find that piece.
I think it was a 6-month period, bro, where I didn't know where I was gonna go. And to be honest, it was darkness and it was light, and they were both real alluring. There was checks behind both sides, and it was just I had to decide where I wanted to go and where I was gonna grow more. And having a daughter, Mia Hope, shout out Mia Hope Hardy, having a son, Dallas Carter Hardy, changes your perspective on everything, because those are the people that look up to you now. Like I was always the guy looking up to somebody, trying to figure out my way. Now I have people looking up to me.
So do you feel like every decision you make, you think about them first, so it's a lot easier to find that piece?
If I raise my right hand, he raises his right hand. If I do this, he does this. Like he's gonna do everything that I do. She's gonna do everything that I do, man. And when you got that kind of pressure on you, you have a choice. You can either continue to fall into your own selfish or evil ways, or adapt and adjust and make note. Hold yourself accountable.
Greg, you've been a model citizen since you joined MMA. Do you think you get unfair treatment by fans and media members that when other guys got in trouble, it doesn't get brought up every time?
God bless him, man. Nah, not at all. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, and I am more than a king. I'm king of kings. I've done more than people have done in 3 lifetimes. So to approach it like that would be selfish, It's like asking it's like asking to be president and saying, oh, well, you can't talk about me. It's illegal. You got to be a Republican or it's illegal. Like, it's the land of opportunity, dude. I'm American with a M, not an A. Like, it's your freedom of speech, your freedom of right. I support it. I love it. Do it. I'm going to take it humbly.
Another angle with this fight is, obviously, you come from an NFL background. Your opponent comes from a rugby background. Europe, Australia, New Zealand, they say that rugby players are tougher, better athletes. We in America think that's crazy. We think Americans have the best athletes, especially NFL players, all-pro defensive end. Is this going to settle the debate? Who's tougher, football or rugby?
There's no debate. I'm the toughest man on the planet. But, I give a huge shout-out to the rugby guys, because Alex Corbex is one of my good friends from Florida, and he introduced me to that rugby lifestyle, and boys are soldiers. And I believe you can have a mutual respect for something and still, have a sense of superiority. But
like little brother.
Not even little brother, like brother, big brother, big brother. Like, I'm the most dangerous. No, I'm the most dangerous. And I just have mad respect, and especially for the way that they carry themselves. Because, this guy's not talking trash so far. And most rugby guys that I know, they're humble, they're respectful, and then they bring war. That's just something that is the Prince of War. That is the embodiment of the love that I'm bringing. I'm going to break your face and shake your hand. We're going to move on to better things. And I think that's the ultimate athlete, man. So get ready, dude. There's going to be some beautiful stuff coming.
All right. Thanks, Greg.
Thanks, Greg. Good luck to you.